All right, man, we back. Mercy Sportscastr in the building. I at least want to get to 3 videos today, but let's kick this one off. Training camp battles. This be probably the only one I do till we get to training camp. Cornerback Jeff Okuda, Elefante, Quentin Dunbar. He got some competition at cornerback. Should Jeff Okuda be looking over his shoulder at the cornerback position? I appreciate everybody for tapping in. Appreciate you for even watching the video. Best way to donate is to watch the video. Thumbs up the video when you come through the door. Share the video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, appreciate the love, support. Talk Piston Lions, everything around Detroit. But I mean, I think he been in Allen Park all through the all season working on this game and working hard, and it was an excuse that he had an injury last year. We all know we all would rather have Justin Herbert. I said it all last year. People saying, well, bad Patricia Bob Quinn got to win now. The cornerback position isn't the position to win now. It takes a couple of years for most corners. I'm not even gonna say most corners to come in and make an impact to shut shit down in the league. Corner is not a position you take early on. Deion got value early on because Deion can return kicks. Marcus Peters, is one of the few guys who came in. There's a couple other guys who were dominant year one. Jeff Okuda ain't no Marcus Peters. Okay, we all know that. So it was a bad. You go back to the draft. It was just a bad. It was a bad pick, and everybody knew it was a bad pick. You had people in here screaming, Jeff Okuda, I'm wrong. Every time I'm wrong, nobody ever come back and say, you was right, CJ. I was right. It was a bad pick. Herbert or Tua should have been the pick, and right now it's looking more like Herbert than Tua. Shit. I mean, I liked Herbert a lot better anyway. My memory serves me correctly, but we couldn't get Chase Young, all right. Okuda, Andrew Thomas, Tua Tagovailoa, Justin Herbert. Really, Herbert was the guy that stood out to you. I mean, CeeDee Lamb had a great year. But a lot of these guys didn't have Tristan Wirfs. I mean, the standout guys in this draft: Chase Young, Joe Burrows, Herbert. And this is right now. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. We just talking about Tristan Wirfs, CeeDee Lamb, the ones that I know. I don't watch every team. I try to keep up. Justin Jefferson, Brandon Ayuk. He probably would have had a better year had he had old boy there. That was how Deebo Samuels. Clyde Edwards-Helaire when he was healthy. So in the first round, those were the guys. Okay, AJ Terrell had a solid year too. I can't leave him out of there. So those were the guys. But like I said, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So I'm not really concerned about the sprint. But we'll see. But like I said before, man, I'm gonna just keep bringing this up because I was right. I said, who did he stop at Ohio State? They didn't play nobody. Who did he stop? Nobody had an answer for me. I said, Ohio State, he didn't play nobody. But then, Marshawn Lattimore, we had some good corners. We had some bad corners come out, too. Ohio State, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said before, that was a necessity pick. That was a stupid pick. That's one of the dumbest picks in Lions history. All right, you could have had your quarterback. We had the picks. We could have, think about it in hindsight, we could have had the quarterback of the future already here. He would have probably been playing when Stafford got injured. We would have had the fucking picks without Jared Goff. Like I said, man, I think at some point I would run the Lions better than most of these dudes all of them that been here not named Brad Holmes. But at corner you got Alex Brown, Quentin Dunbar, a converted receiver to corner. Cornell, they're gonna be in the slot. Mike Ford, like him a lot. Jerry Jacobs, rookie out of Arkansas. Jeff Okuda, Mario Warrior, best one on the team. AJ Parker, rookie out of Kansas State. Elefante, rookie out of Syracuse. So those are corners. And don't forget, I think Tracy Walker could play some corner as well too. So I seen him play some corner in college. So those are your corners now. The guys that's gonna push him, they could push him. I think it's really 2. Dunbar. As I said, for the second corner, we know Aurier number 1. He best out there. Dunbar and Elefante. I don't know much about the rookies. Those are kind of the guys that you got to watch out for to take them. They both taller than them. There's been some rumors, or I would say speculation, that Elefante could be a safety as well too. So, they got to list him as a DB. So he ain't even. Well, we know he played corner. So you think about, he's 6'3", 210, got length, athleticism. There's been some videos of him, in the training, covering well, and Then you got Quentin Dunbar, you know, a guy that you guys he gonna wear number 1, 6'2", 202. You know, think about Quentin Dunbar. Okay, think about him as this. He's still learning the position. He's still a baby. He switched. He converted in the NFL. So he's still probably ain't scratching his potential neither. You know, then you got Alex Brown, second-year class out of South Carolina State. But if Okuda ain't on his P's and Q's and he looking bad like he did last year, remember people forget how atrocious that he looked. People forget how bad he looked last year. He was bad. He had that one pick on DeAndre Hopkins. He looked bad out there. He looked physically, mentally, athletically, he looked trash. So like I said before, I really never cared for him. You know, I looked at him, I never seen him stand up on Ohio State. He just came up in the draft. I never seen him, but I could be wrong. You know, I could be wrong. If he anything like Marshawn Lattimore, he's gonna be a problem. But I really ain't see the progression. Remember Aurier, he was injured his rookie year, and then he played at the end of the year, and you could tell that he was getting mental reps, and you could see the progression into year 2, into year 3. He really progressed. You know, with Okuda, I guess because he was injured, they say he was injured from the get-go. You didn't see the progression. You know what I'm saying? But he got the experience. Basically, he had a serving size that Okuda had in his late rookie year. He had it in the beginning. So how many games did Jeffrey Okuda play? So yeah, he played 9 games. So you know he had a little bit more of a service size. So I mean, at the end of the day, man, I don't put no faith in him right now. He don't deserve it. He got to come out there and play. In a training camp, I mean, we may or may not. If he getting killed by some C-rated receivers. You know, because ain't nobody out there B except for A or B except for Hoxton and Swift. So if he go out there and he don't play well in training camp and preseason, it ain't gonna be looking too good for him, man. And he gonna have some issues, and that's gonna be a wasted draft pick. If he can't play, and they got plenty of people that can really step in. If he can't play, you know, you trade him before people find out he can't play. You trade him before that. If you can get a 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th for him, 6th, 7th, you get that for him. But you know, I think it's too early to write the kid off, man. I think it's way too early. 22 years old, we'll see, but. We remember he was injured though. We remember Tease Tabor couldn't stay on the field. People forget that. When Tease Tabor couldn't stay on the field, you know, that became a huge issue too. So if he still look out of depth next year, I mean, in training camp and preseason and in the season, we may have another Tease Tabor on our hands. But like I said before, a lot of people loving Elefantu. You know, Elefantu is a big. He's a big guy. He's eventually gonna transition into safety at some point in his career, man. This is a kid that ran a 4.48. Even if it's a 4.5, actually, he's a problem. You know, he's from Massachusetts, big guy, brother played in the league. Tall, 6'3", strong. Somebody you look at right now, you know, if he gives you some safety help, because eventually, at this size, he's gonna be a safety. You know, clean up the tackling, but 205, 6'2.5". Long, you know, he gonna find his way, man. If he can play safety, he can play safety. But if Okuda take that step in the right direction that Aurier took his full second year, you know, you probably see this dude in safety. You know, especially if Will Harris ain't doing what Will Harris supposed to be doing, you gonna see or Tracy Walker too. You gonna see this dude at safety. But I think Quentin Dunbar. I think we know Mike Ford is a probably career backup, but he's pretty good. He's a backup that you wouldn't be mad at if he was starting. But I think with Quentin Dunbar, I think he's a dude who got who potential is still being untapped. And don't forget his boy, he got caught that case with DeAndre Baker. People forget he signed with the Kansas City Chiefs. So, you know, DeAndre Baker, that's probably one of the reasons they let Bashard Breeland go. But 6'2", 28 years old, you know, he's still growing. Remember, he switched the position in the league. So he was a receiver coming out his draft profile. He was a receiver, and he switched. So he ran a 4.4, he athletic, and he's still learning the position. So they got a very strong depth at safety. And don't be surprised if some of these dudes slide in and play corner that slide in and play safety. So he from Miami, 6'2", 29 this year. So I still think he got a lot of football left in him. I think he got a ton of football left in him. So, you know, over the course of his career, he's 11 games. He ain't started. He probably took that many snaps. He only started his 2019 started 11 games. So it's gonna be interesting. If it all click for him, man, it's gonna be a wrap. He's somebody that's gonna be an asset and be an important asset. But yeah, it should be interesting, man. I like him a lot. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to people, business question, inquiry, response, video requests, all my social media links in the description. Twitter's the fastest way to reach me. Then Facebook, then Instagram. You want to make a financial donation, Cash App, CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Want to make a financial donation, Cash App, that's there. Best way to donate. Thumbs up, share the video, subscribe. Appreciate the love, support. One time for one time, peace.